Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. My name's Kookie. This is Kookie's Karaoke Cowboy Corral. The 4Ks. And 4K. Hey, 5G, I'm 4K. At any rate, thanks for tuning in. Just want to again express my apologies to all the comics and scientists out there that deny faith and the unseen simply because they can't see it and measure it. I feel sorry for you. I know that germs probably existed before there were microscopes. And I know that a lot of people die, particularly women in childbirth, because doctors didn't have to wash their hands. They were perfectly clean. They were in a cadaver a half an hour ago. I've toweled them off sufficiently. Before they invented the microscope, there were germs. Yeah, there were germs back then. Just because we can't see it, we can't measure it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. If you're open to it existing, it does. I can tell you the last time I had an interaction with the subtle energies. I was on a road trip. What was it? It was for Bernie. I was making a Bernie journey. There you go. Went to Nevada, Reno, Nevada, to do some campaigning. Got an Uber out to the Mustang Ranch and made a little sojourn, a Hajj, if you will, to the temple. The last of the true temples that the patriarchy will allow to exist on this piece of ground. It's sad, but at any rate, I had to attend. I was so close in the area, in the neighborhood. I walked into a very nicely appointed bar. Sounds, the description of Steel Guitar Player's Heaven by Ry Cooder pretty well describes it. It's a retail environment, you have to realize, and there are 12 to 15 retail clerks sitting around in their underwear because the product and the sales rep are basically the same thing. Fine. I had no idea how it works. And that is what I have found to be is a very big question. How does it work when you go there, man? I gotta tell you how it works. Tell you how it works. You go there, walk in, go up to the bar, get a glass of wine. Women come up to you and say, "What do you think, guy? You want to get all mixed up with this?" And if you do, you go in the back, through the green door, past the cashier window from the auto dealership, and into the room, little teeny room with, I imagine, a bunch of cameras, microphones. And she says, "So, how much?" I have something broken in my head. Whenever I am offered, a choice, I picked the wrong one. She said, "How much?" There were three basic numbers I was looking at. There was what I was hoping it would be. There was what I could afford. And there was what it actually was going to cost for this 30-year-old to get all mixed up with this. And that's about a proper representation, with this being $50 and this being like 5,000. So we stood up. I realized, well, I guess our negotiation's over. So I stood up and I realized, oh my God, we're about to walk back out there. And so I turned to her quickly and asked her in my most charming voice, sweetheart, darling, I'm new in town. I didn't know how this works. Instead of telling them I'm just some broke cowboy, can you tell them that I was into some weird shit you didn't want to get involved in? Would that be, could you? No? You gotta ask. So, we go back out. We negotiate 2-3 times with different people. They're all subcontractors. Each girl is an independent agent, and she sets her price accordingly. Makes sense? Some of them will come over and be very nice and comment your clothes, and it was a quite entertaining evening. Now, I am not the kind of guy that has $5,000 to throw around on 20-40 minutes of squirreling around naked with a porn star. I'm a poor guy, okay? I know how much I made on in last year. And the only entertainment, if you do go there and you want to have some fun, here's the entertainment. It's very much like buying a lottery ticket. Hey, you buy a lottery ticket, this is for entertainment value only. You walk up to a machine and give it $2 of your money, and it gives you a worthless piece of paper. And that piece of paper, you're going to dream about that piece of paper giving you the power to fuck over this guy you don't like, or rub it in the face of this woman you don't like, or get that car and impress this one and snowball that one. Well, that's the type of entertainment that you get there. It doesn't really happen anywhere but in your head. They pull the numbers, it's not yours, you throw it away. You didn't know. So when you go to negotiate, you don't want to do what I did, because I always do it wrong. And start here. You want to start up here. I have this kind of a budget. What would that buy me? And then they will describe for you what it is they will let happen. It's pretty entertaining, you know. You can ask questions, you know. You can sit there and basically talk to this woman about fucking her, but not particularly fucking her. Okay? This is kind of a, meta engagement. But that was my experience. That was the last time I had a religious experience. And it was right when I stood up and realized we were going to walk out of that room, back into that bar, and she was going to tell everybody in that room, that guy's an idiot. That guy's a fucking idiot. I felt it just 3 seconds before I opened my mouth and picked a number. I felt it coming on. But it was fun.